Hello online world, I'm Video Matt from Synthesis Magazine, and it's been about over a year since I put anything on this YouTube channel. Well, I want to let you guys know procrastination has got the best of me, but I'm coming back and I'm at the 2011 Vans Warped Tour ready to bring you guys interviews that you've been craving for. Alright, Video Matt here from Synthesis Magazine, hanging out with MC LARS and Weerd Science.
What's up?
What up, Matt?
Not much, dude, just chilling. This morning I woke up, hit the bong, went online, looked at some research, some artists last minute because I procrastinate a lot. Came across one of your tracks, and you mentioned Zeitgeist in there. You also had like this little clip from this like Area 51 bit, dude. Basically, what's your views on like the solar system and just how the economy is going right now?
Well, okay, that's great. That's a great, amazing. That's probably the best question of the whole tour.
It's awesome.
I think that karmically, like, you know, as a first world nation, we get what we, you know, whatever we put out comes back to us. And so I feel like we've been living in a society where people are consuming and wasting and being negative and not living like positive lives, spiritual lives. And you know what I mean? Yeah, not having the positive energy and like just being destructive. And our worst elements are coming out. So I feel like the universe, the natural state of the universe is love and positivity. And so like that's what's got to happen. And I think hip hop has the power to bring everything back on track. So like with the bad economy and everything, like we've been a wasteful nation and we've been overpopulating the planet, and it's just like 2012 is going to be a sea change, you know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, change of consciousness, change of everything. What do you think, Weerd Science?
I guess I agree with Lars. I mean, are we a wasteful, hateful, negative nation? Yes, but you know, me and Lars are like the light in the dark. But I believe in positivity, and I believe that the universe gives you the things that you deserve. I believe in that wholeheartedly. When you change and invite the light into your life, and that's a lot of what knowing Lars has been for me. It's been inviting a lot of light into my life, not to sound corny, but it can change everything. And I think that in and of itself is kind of like a microcosm of what we can do as a people, and the power of music, because hip-hop music saved my life. You know, I was a junkie for 10 years. I'm almost 2 years clean, and without hip-hop music, and music in general, it wouldn't have happened. And I don't know, I have a whole new outlook on life, and until I started letting the light in, there was no light. I guess that's kind of master the obvious, but it's deeper than that.
What's up, y'all? Make some noise. I'm MC LARS. This is my motherfucking homie, Weerd Science. What's up, what's up, what's up? This song goes like this, it goes like this. LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS. It goes LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS. You got the LARS, get back. LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS. Well, I'm all out of this, so now LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS, MC LARS ATTACKS. I get the smash things and I get the rock tracks. LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS. I'm a spot for the LARS, so LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS, LARS ATTACKS. You don't know me from Adam, D to Rebecca. Read to your weeds, to your ride, you remember. It's like a giant octopus, I'm basically a Nazi, which I kick it with a distance, and I chill in this and I can't go. His words don't be asking for my get. Drop circles, can't be related, Easter Island, that was me. Holler, but I don't regret it. There's still a lot of takes, that was something.
Well, when did your album right here, LARS ATTACKS, when was this released?
Well, it comes out September 6th.
Oh shit,
So
it's
you
not even
got-
out yet.
You got that new right there.
Alright, putting this away.
Wait.
I mean, but speaking of karma and positivity, we did. We both launched Kickstarter campaigns to fund our records, which meant we had fans pre-order the album, and together we raised $30,000.
Damn!
To put out our it was awesome. And so like we were able to independently make our records. And it's because we've been grinding and hustling and networking for years, and like people wanted to help us make the albums, so we put them out. And Josh's came out May 17th. Mine comes out September 6th. So we've been selling them on Warped, and it's been cool. Like to have fans who are like, we believe in what you do. We want to help you make the best art you can and help you pay to be on tour, and that's beautiful, man. To have that stress taken away.
Yeah, putting the art directly in the hands of the people where it belongs is such a powerful thing. To me, it's almost like the nail in the coffin of the old regime, of the old major label. Me and Lars have both been on labels, many labels, whether distributed by, managed by. I've been on 3 major labels myself. We choose to do this thing DIY. It's not just, you know, a convenient thing to say because we don't have a record deal. We own our masters. We put in the legwork, but it all comes down to the art. The foundation is believing in the music that you make.
Yep.
And to have somebody like MC LARS, you know, really step up to the plate for me is just a huge validator. It makes me feel like every move is vital. And, you know, when I mentioned owning our masters, Horris Records is one of the only 100% DIY. Everything we do it ourselves. And I think that's important. Isn't that important that we do this ourselves? We're on the same stage with some acts that have literally millions of dollars pumped into them.
Yeah, you start
and
to
we're
realize,
hanging. We're right there. Sometimes with bigger crowds than you guys. So, and we do this ourselves.
And you don't realize
so what's up with that?
Some artists, you know, if you have the money, you can just buy yourself onto the stage from sitting on your couch. You're actually out there doing it and working. And it's not like, oh, you see these guys sharing the stage with My Chemical Romance. They must know each other. No, they don't. They just know their wallet's big.
Oh, dude,
so
when I was in Coheed and Cambria, bands pay to go on tour with you. And it was something that we weren't really into. We said, man, now that we've reached this level of success, no, we're bringing out our friends.
Yeah.
But it took so much fight. You would think that once you get to a certain level of success, now it's time to bring your boys. No, they make it hard for you because it has nothing to do with friendship. My brother's band, 3, a band that Coheed had borrowed from a great deal. We all were inspired by each other, like 3 and Coheed, and went like this. But to bring my brother's band out on tour took fighting. It took 5 shows, and then they went good, and then finally we got to bring them out on a tour. This is a year and a half of basically begging to make it happen, and you know, countless bands would come on tour. Oh, well, they're paying 30 grand to be on tour for 2 weeks, and you know, we don't do that. That's not how we roll. You know, but it always comes back. What does it come back to? The foundation, the art. Do you believe in the art? I believe in the art enough to. I'll sleep on couches, and I'll put in the miles. And I'll get blisters on my feet to walk those miles for the art. It always comes back to the art, and I think, you know, that's what Horris Records stands for, and it's hugely important to us. So.
This is dedicated to Columbia, to Universal Motown, to Epic and to EMI, and to everybody in Give it up for Weerd Science. Make some motherfucking noise. It's good to know you guys are still with us. This is Horris Records. This is underground hip-hop, independent hip-hop.
Yo, we want to give it up for all the bands on the Skull Candy stage. Give it up for the Skull Candy stage, y'all. It's been a great summer. We got 3 more shows. We've been out for like 8 weeks. So give it up for all the Skull Candy crew. They're awesome. For real. They made this an awesome summer. Much love, guys. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, before we end up wrapping this thing up, I want to ask this. You guys, when you guys go on stage together, right, is it kind of like a ping-pong scenario? Like you're vibing off each other? It's like, hey, I'm bouncing back. Yeah. I mean, is that crew? You guys both have to be on like the same wavelength when you go out there. I mean, if one person's off, the other guy's going to be making up for him. So what do you guys do to get your guys' self kind of just like mentally ready to go on stage?
I mean, you know, we did a month in Europe before this tour where we kind of were playing pubs in England, like sleeping on floors, like sleeping in the van, like grimy ass shit. And like we realized, like I realized that Josh is a trooper, and Josh, every time I was kind of low energy, Josh would get the crowd excited, get me more amped up. I think for me, being on stage is the one time in my life where I feel peace and the whole manifestation of infinite possibilities. When you're on stage, like when you're rapping, you know, you've got your lyrics written, but every time you do it, it can be a little different. You can affect this person a certain way. If you look at this kid here, or hands in the air like this way, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a manifestation. For me, hip hop is a metaphor for God and like the ability for you to be your best and make the world a better place. So on stage, I try to channel into that energy because it's just like, that's my one moment of Zen. Josh has a rhyme in one of his songs. This little rhyme is my moment of Zen, and I love to say that with him. because it's like that's how
This
I feel.
little rhyme, here's my moment is in, so don't pretend for a second my skills will ever lessen.
Take a moment of silence.
I like how it's followed up by some like male bravado, braggadocious shit.
Dude.
But
We're checking
yeah,
them
as
out
far
for
as
sure.
rituals, yeah, you guys got to come watch
Dude,
man,
for
250.
sure.
I mean, this is my first full American tour as Weerd Science. I had done some runs on the East Coast with like some hardcore punk bands like Bane, and I actually went out with Gym Class Heroes. But you know, it was 5 shows on the East Coast. They were opening for me. That's how long ago this was. I think the next month they just like exploded. But I love Gym Class. But you know, it's just been, I've learned so much, like a laundry list of things, and I think every time I get on stage I learn something, and I really dig what Lars says. It just feels like the world is limitless when we're up there on stage, and it's a high you get. You feel something that I don't feel throughout the day doing anything else, and that includes playing drums. I get something from emceeing that is beautiful, and I know that there's like there's just something deeper than just, you know, the adrenaline rush. It just feels like the world has no ceiling. And you know, as far as getting ready for the show, I think we just kind of center ourselves and have fun. And you know, that's what we try to bring in the show. But I've learned so much about the craft of rhyming. You know, technical things about not being too loud, bringing the monitors to you as opposed to going to them. And you know, I really look up to Lars. He's been doing this for a long time. He's done umpteen tours, you know, just thousands and thousands of shows. And so for me, the learning aspect has been probably like the coolest part and the most important part to me. So
Well, thank you guys very much.
yeah,
Weerd
cool
Science.
questions. That's great.
Thanks,
There you
man.
go, man.
Nice to
That
meet
was
you.
awesome.
Wow, dude. MC LARS and Weerd Science. I'll give you my little bit. Doubt is fuel to the flame. But if you doubt yourself, you're out of the game. Video Matt signing out. Peace.